Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Saturday, January 10th, 2025, or 26, sorry. And I'm here to do a general collective reading. It's a timeless read. You can switch the genders and roles if you need to. Only take what applies and toss the rest. I'll try to make things fit, okay? Thank you for joining me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I love you. Hopefully you're having a good day. I just got this surge of energy, of good cheer. Something great is going to be happening soon. I look forward to it. Hopefully you do too. If you're in the doldrums right now, get out of it. That's the message that I'm kind of getting up the last couple of reads that I've done. Get yourself out of it. I know that maybe the weather's not conducive. Maybe the weather's crap. I know I got that earlier today too. It's cast over. It's raining. It's yucky. We have to make our own fun, our own happiness, okay? Raise your vibes, listen to good music, laugh, sing, dance, do what you have to do, okay? Where are we going with this? What's the message for the collective? Law. So somebody's facing the law here. Lawyer, judge, police. You could be in law. Maybe that's what you do for a living, or somebody else does, or you're going to court for something. That's the overarching energy. Something to do with collection here. You're very unique. There's something very unique about you, but there's something about somebody's going to be made an example, because I'm looking at sample, but I heard an example. An example out of. A judge could be making an example out of somebody. Somebody was collecting money that wasn't theirs. It could be from work you've done. It could be online fraud, wire fraud. It could be, I don't know, rerouting monies, mail, something like that. Damn. So they're going to have to make adjustments here. Somebody's asking for more time. I heard that the other day too. They're trying to get an extension on something. Somebody was fraudulent. They used your ID or your name or your credit for something, or stole something that was yours, and they don't want to return it. They can't. They're out of money. You're dealing with a spendthrift, somebody that gambles, or they have addictions or something like that. They can't hold on to this money. They should have. If this is a money manager of some kind that you've invested in, they took your money and spent it, or used it as collateral or something for something else. Adapt, accommodate, compensate, and balance. There's a whistleblower. Congratulations. Betrayal, report, expose, leak. Something to do with your talents. And it's not for everybody, okay? Not all of us are working in a creative endeavor. Maybe, I mean, yeah, you're creative, but in a different way. You could be working in medical. You could be working in a bank. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not everybody's creating music and art and whatever, but whatever you do is very talented. But whatever you do is could be considered an art form. Born with features and personality. Rose here, passionate love, thorns and short. Place that where that belongs. Your name could be Rose. Whenever I look at the rose, a lot of times, because when I was a little girl, I used to draw roses for my mother, and I was very good at shading. My mother would keep it. She kept one big rose I did for her. Right before she died, she gave it back to me. I still have it. It's all done with pencil, just shading. A lot of roses. And roses always remind me of Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene. It also reminds me of bloodline. Vines, right? Viticulture, vines. Place it where it belongs. So somebody has something to chew on, or they bit off too much. Yeah, more than they can chew. Deep thinking. Somebody's mulling something over. They're remembering something, or you are. Solve puzzles and code word. Somebody was puzzling somebody. You or someone else. And listen, when you ruminate on something too long, you're blinding yourself. You're preventing yourself from getting that answer. Walk away from it for a while. Focus on something else for a while and go back, and then you'll get the answer. Yeah, something to do with a photograph, photo, memory, souvenir, and a card. So somebody tried to get your credit. Maybe something to do with a photo. It's a cool down period. Somebody's trying to cool things down because people are really irate now. Calm, pause, solidification. Somebody's waiting for something to solidify. Backroom deal, I heard. Handshakes here. Empty room, no people. The end, an opportunity. So it's a backroom deal. Somebody wanted to be crowned as something. They wanted to be better than everybody, a owner, master, top level. They wanted to be high honors, but it's you who is that has been crowned. This is your crown. This is your high honor, dignity, works, lineage, and awards. I told you lineage. Some sort of family lineage. They're nothing but a clown. Performance, camouflage, laugh at, and revenge. This has changed. You're coming out of this chrysalis as this beautiful butterfly. This is transformation, newborn, and evolution. There could be a newborn. Congratulations. This is change. Somebody could be transitioning. You're encountering somebody that's going to help you heal from this, help you get what's rightfully yours, maybe become friends, maybe work together, and or it could be love, okay? And don't say no, never. Stop putting limits in front of yourself, okay? Go forth with an open mind. Don't be silly. Don't be stupid. Don't just jump into things without consideration, but be open. That's the message today. Be open. A lot of times when you say no, 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 you're cutting yourself off from what's rightfully yours. Okay? So meet by chance, love at first sight, and crush. If you don't want love, that's up to you. Okay? I don't blame you. I don't want to go there, blah, blah, blah. I'm done with love. I get it. But friends, it could be even a family member. Work, it could be anything. Okay? God has so many plans for each and every one of us. For us, once we get the work done, once we achieve where we get to where we're supposed to go, He's got plans for us, bigger and better than we could have ever dreamed of. Why would you say no without even wanting to know what it is first? Stop putting limits on yourself, okay? Law, where are we going with this? Hidden truths. Somebody who's hiding the truth, hiding you, right? Facts haven't been fully revealed. This is disclosure time. Discovery and disclosure. I heard that. Exposing lies. The truth will eventually be exposed. Congratulations. It's a circle of drama. Okay. These are pleasure seekers, fortune hunters. You know what I mean? Temporary distance, at a distance, or emotionally or physical. You're about ready to go off on an adventure, maybe travel. And this is upsetting people, or this is what you wanted to do, and this is why they didn't want you to do this. How dare you? How dare you go and travel and have adventures when I have to be here doing what I do? Hating. You know what I mean? So the distance in the relationship is temporary. Things may reconnect later. There's unspoken tensions. You're not into struggle love or struggle relationships, friendships, or family ships or anything. You're not into pulling all the weight, carrying all the weight, and them just coasting. Tensions lurk beneath the surface. Somebody had a hidden agenda. A chameleon, right? They're masking who they truly are. Someone has a hidden agenda and motives. Karmic lessons. They're going around in circles right now. This reminds me of a toilet being flushed, so they're going down the drain and fast, okay? They keep repeating the same circles and cycles. There are karmic lessons in relationships that need to be learned. You learned your lessons. Why can't they? Going around cold shoulder. People are not wanting to have anything to do with these people, or you gave them the cold shoulder. Someone is deliberately distancing themselves, hiding dissatisfaction. Double standards. Different people are held to different standards. Gossip spreading here. Okay, rumors are spreading quickly, and this group that was working with them are feeling double crossed because they got lied to come up after you, and now they're in trouble. Somebody was jealous. Jealousy may be affecting your relationship. You may not, for some of you may not even know who this is. So place it where it belongs. Okay, not everybody's story is the same, and that's fine. Since it has something to do with money and jealousy, let's see where we're gonna go with that. By the way, Archangel Michael is protecting you, okay? Gosh. He goes, c'est la vie. So this is life. Such is life. It's time to live now, okay? Instead of coasting, instead of worried, looking over your shoulder, it's really time to let down your hair and live. This is coming to a conclusion. If you haven't done the healing work, therapy, it kind of sounds like you might be dealing with narcissism or narcissistic abuse of some kind. Definitely people ganging up against you, sending magic your way, really trying to harm you, take you out, whatever this is. You're going to have some PTSD. Okay, so I suggest, you don't have to listen to me, I'm a nobody, okay? But please consider it. Get some therapy so you're not looking over your shoulder the rest of your life, so you're not scared the rest of your life, so you're not getting ripped off of, not participating, not being present in your own life, not experiencing what you're meant to experience. Okay? Love, happiness, good health and wealth, adventure, success. I want that for you. Okay? So I'm not trying to get everybody into counseling, but if you have been harmed, grievously harmed in this way, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, in any way, physically even, financially, right? Please go get the help you need. I want you to be happy and free. Law, hidden truths. Oh, it's only business. There's a business. Somebody opened up a business under your name or with your credit, or they used your money, something that's yours, property or a lump sum, as collateral, or your, like I said, your credit, right? Do not be intimidated to enter the world of business. You've got this. Think about executive roles like becoming a CEO or anything in the corporate sector. Maybe you already are, or you're thinking about it. Raise your awareness and think bigger if you want different outcomes. Maybe you're thinking about going into business for yourself. Or there's another bend to this. Whoever opened up a business and tried to play you behind your back, they're losing everything. This business could be closing. Maybe it's owing taxes. It's owing something. You might step in and save it so you could sell it off, liquidate it later. Maybe you just have to make a couple of payments, taxes or something, and then you save it for now, and then you liquidate, and you're making much more than what you thought you were going to make out of this. You're walking away with a lot, okay? Yeah, settling the scores, I just heard. You're making this decision. I got this like 6 years ago. It could also be a home, okay? A business or a home or some sort of endeavor where they invested in. They can't pay their bills. They're falling short. Maybe they're getting sued. I don't know. But they've been closed down because it's not in their name. I don't know how it works. But all you need to do is maybe make a couple of payments to get this thing going again, just so you can liquidate it, get rid of everything, liquidate it, and then sell it and make a hefty profit for yourself. Okay? Just think about it. Don't say no. Think about it. That's what I mean. Don't close the doors just yet. Okay? Your soul is telling you you're on the wrong path. Give yourself the time and space to evolve and discover your true path. You're avoiding what needs to be done because it feels too difficult. That could be for you or them. Okay? I've been there. I was like, oh my gosh, I really don't want to do that. Oh, it's such a drain. Oh, I'm going to have to do this and that. It's going to take so long. What a headache. And I've done that. You know, when I was going through depression a while back, a long time ago, I was also in avoidance. I would avoid doing my paperwork. I would avoid dealing with things that were really such a frustrating thing to deal with, but I needed to do it. And I was avoiding it. And I'd wait till the last minute, and it would always blow up in my face. If you're doing that, stop doing that. Tackle what needs to be done, okay? Get ahead of it. Be proactive in your life, okay? So yeah, it's a hard climb. Can't seem to move up, difficult to make ends meet, get a mentor, ask for help, or ask for a raise. This could be you or for somebody else. This could be a money manager you're dealing with, or this is a money manager that stole this money, or this money manager is coming towards you to tell you the truth. Take it for whatever it is. This could be you or somebody else. This card may indicate a giant leap forward in your career or finances. Consider careers in money management, banking, accounting, any field in finance. You could look forward to a happy financial outcome. That's what I was saying. It could be something so outside the box like that, where they're falling short on some sort of paying their I don't know, their payroll, paying their staff, paying for equipment, paying for something, taxes. They can't do business anymore. They're at their wits' end. They don't have the money. And maybe you have that money right now in the bank. You could pay it off. This person's going to jail. Get the fuck out. You're fired. You take over the company. You liquidate. It gives you enough time, at least a month, enough time to liquidate, settle whatever you have to settle with the staff if there's staff. Maybe you're going to like doing this. I don't know. Maybe you're going to keep the doors open a little longer. Who knows? Unexpected. Get ready for unexpected financial setbacks. The financial crisis might be beyond your control, but the outcome is still up to you. So yeah, you're using your own money to do this, and it might hurt a little bit, but in that long run, it's still up to you, the outcome, right? Tackle things in advance. What I tell you, get proactive and prepare for the unexpected. I love that. Wouldn't that be a fucking kick in the pants for this person? Yeah, that's a big loss for them. This could have been money that was, or a business or something, or property that was left to you by somebody that wanted you to have it, or they were trying to get rid of you so they can have it. Or this could be a funeral director you're dealing with, or a cemetery. I don't know. A major phase in your life is ending. Embrace the new. Let go of the past and focus your energy on what lies ahead. So you need to heal if you haven't done so already, okay? The grief of loss is still standing in the way of your progress. That's what I'm saying. I was really picking that up. You have to tackle this, okay? You have to deal with the depression and or the PTSD. I'm sorry you're going through that. I know it's not fair, okay? I know it's not fair. But somebody's corrupt and they were doing stuff they shouldn't have been doing. And this is one way of getting yours back. You know what I mean? Getting your lick in. Although it might be kind of outside the box and unheard of, but it's still legal. Your name's on those papers after all. You know what I'm saying? Law, hidden truth, business. Huh? They're fighting. Trust issues, one-sided and detached. They're fighting with people that they're dealing with, or, yeah, they're guilt. They're going to be found guilty. They want people to feel guilty for them to come to the rescue. I don't think so. Apology, remorseful, and ashamed. They are feeling ashamed of themselves. Yeah, you love yourself. This is self-love. Loving you, taking back control, finally being happy. You took back, or you will be taking back control. I mean, big time if you do this. If this is anything like what I've just described, it doesn't have to be, but something similar, oh, yeah. You clowned a clown. Reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues. It doesn't have to be a reconciliation, but you are resolving issues, okay? There's a lot of controversy here. Somebody's, oh my God, they can lose everything, including their freedom, everything they started out with. They're in a way worse spot than they ever could have thought themselves to be. Drama, scandal, truth coming out. They're hurting. They only hurt themselves. Crying, depressed, pain, and sorrow. Playing a lot of mind games with you and everybody else. Immature, testing you, analyzing you. Stubborn. Their way or the highway, right? Bossy, selfish, and flexible. Yeah, people are going deuces. See you later. I'm outie. Read my back. Fed up, cutting ties, walking away. Yeah, big banana. I hear that. Sorry, I'm in a funny mood today. Law, hidden truths, business, fighting. So they got a lot of people to do stuff for them, possibly compromise themselves. People might be losing their jobs. They're going to have to let go. Somebody's unstable and insecure. Their future is very, very, very tentative right now. They don't know what to do. They have no protection. They're going to have to let go, or they're being let go. They have no savings. Yeah, they got caught. They have to come clean. Somebody's going to open up and tell you the truth here. They're unburdening themselves. You're not going to be taking on their burdens at all. You're unburdened. You don't care. It's not that you don't care. You're a very caring person. Don't get me wrong, but this is not your mess. No one is going to be taking on their losses and or their burdens. They're not getting away with this. Okay? They're going to have to drop this, end this, let this go. Whatever this is. Yeah, it's a 10. 10, 10. It's a betrayal. They betrayed you. They feel, the group working with them, they feel betrayed. This is a loss, big time loss. It's a harsh and painful end. What a way to go, I just heard. They did too much. It's an ending of a cycle. This is two completions here. 10, 10, 10. 3 completions. It's a lot of money. This is family. This is long-term stability, long-term relations, an inheritance, spiritual or otherwise, life insurance. I don't know. You're coming into a lot of money. This is your legacy, generational wealth possibly. Damn. Yeah. All you had to do is bide your time. Intuitively, you knew. There's a lot of secrets here. Doing stuff behind the scenes, right? But intuitively, you knew. You didn't say much. You observed. You had that inner knowing, right? And, yeah, your family. A group, a family, or some sort of community. You're going to be happy. Oh, yes. You are happy. Another ending. So we have 4 completions here. Damn. The devil. Addictions, obsessions. I just heard karma really loud. But this is contracts, taxes. It could be anything. They're bound to something. Time is up. Okay? They had so much time to come up with some money and they can't. Somebody's a puppet master. It could be all stinky themselves. I don't know. But somebody's toxic. They're karmic. They're codependent. They went to extremes for sure. They wanted power and control. They wanted to own you. Whoa, wow. Wow, they're all up in arms here. It could be Satanists. Oh, that reminds me. Listen, don't come into my comment section and say you hail old stinky, okay? You're just going to get blocked. It is what it is. God doesn't do anything for me. Really? So if you think God doesn't do anything for you, maybe because you don't deserve it right now, but you really think old stinky's going to do something for you? Okay. Deluded. Delulu. There's a lot of conflict, competition, jealousy, and strife going on here. A lot of drama. Fighting. Holding back. Impersonating. This is forgery. Stealing your work, your ideas, or your achievements. They feel entitled here. They think their shit don't stink. This is somebody that puts on an act. Oh, yeah. I'm all that in a bag of chips. They call it in. They just pretend. It's a poser. They feel entitled, don't they? They're trying to hold you back. Oh, boy. This is embarrassing and disgraceful. People are letting them go. Bye-bye. They don't want to let go. They want to keep going. Letting go of a partnership. Good for them. They're embarrassed and disgraced now. They're angry. They're hot under the collar. How dare you insult the one I hail? They insult themselves on a daily, okay? If you insist, say hi to Archangel Michael. Get the fuck out of town. That's what I heard. Get the fuck out of town. So somebody's trying to leave the country. It's a partnership. Letting a partnership go. So somebody went in on this with somebody else. They're tied to something or someone. They're trying to balance something out, I just heard. Yeah, they're being investigated. Somebody's on their own now. They did something. They didn't want to stop doing something over and over again. They didn't want to stop. This is a kick in the pants. This is unfinished business. Their world is upside down. Time is up. Yeah, they have no excuse. They have no defense. They have no, they're feeling defeated and overwhelmed. They don't have an excuse. They have no defense for what they've done. No more advantage. They can't take advantage of you, that's for sure. You're innocent. They can't block you if they're trying to block you online. You're innocent. Something to do with children. They're sorry. Now they're sorry. They want you to unblock them so they can apologize. I don't know, not a sort. Something's going crazy here. Something's happening quickly. And they can't stop it. Damn. They made up allegations or accusations. They can't. They're trying to stall. They can't block this anymore. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They're grieving and regretting. They're bored and dissatisfied with life. They're pouting. They're having a pity party. Feeling rejected. They're angry. They're quick to anger. They didn't know who the fuck they were fucking with. They're in their emotions right now. Male or female, place the genders where it belongs. They're drinking or under some other kind of inebriated some other way. I don't know. They're really malicious, ruthless, and careless and cruel. They don't care about anybody but themselves, okay? They don't listen to good advice. They give bad advice. This is somebody that's very emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and insecure and immature, selfish and self-absorbed. They're ruminating right now. They're drinking. Yeah, they know they broke the law. This was unfair, unbalanced, amoral, or criminal, or all the above. Something's out of whack. They can't balance it out. They know they're going down. Now they're crying the blues. Give me a break. Yeah, they're praying. Now they're praying. But if you hail all stinky, how can you pray? You can't pray. You can't bow down to two masters. Okay. Okay. Keep hailing stinky. He can help you, remember. Not. You're very high ranking here, spiritually speaking. You're very protected as well. This is divine intervention. Yep. They're going to have to cut their losses. They're praying you come back or somebody else comes back to help them. Give me a break. They're praying they can walk away from this, but they're stuck. Oh, they are stuck. This was a losing proposition. They fucking knew it. Your prayers have been answered. Your prayers have been answered. Yeah. Strong, courageous, resilient, integrity, loyalty, honesty, force, and might. You have power behind you. Oh, yeah. This is somebody that wanted power and control over you. They lost control. This is against the law. This is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. It could be an institution or something going, a divorce or separation even. This is false contracts. If you're on a platform, they're trying to force you off your platform, or they're going to be forced off of it. Not walking away. No longer emotionally invested. It could be a crooked judge, leader, and or some sort of spiritualist, a warlock even. They're forced to walk away. You're too heavily protected, so people are walking away. But the funny thing is there's still attachments. You see? It's got tentacles. Long reach. They're in their emotions. Everybody involved is in their emotions here. And they're facing the unknown, that's why. There's got to be some way out of here. I just heard that song. There's got to be some kind of way out of here. Said the Joker to the thief, or something like that. Said the thief to the Joker. This is friends. People are talking. You're not interested in reconciling with this person at all. You're going to be celebrating. So you took your energy away from these people because you knew they were breaking the law, or somebody else took your energies away from this person. They're not. Maybe they're happy that they did, or you did. Okay, you're going to be celebrating soon. People are talking here. Walking away from a third party, cult, coven, secret society. Oof, because they lied. Somebody lied. They were abusive and very jealous of you. They were petty and they were cruel. This is news they don't want to hear, or somebody doesn't want to hear. Somebody who's lying, spreading slander about you, targeting you, harassing you, stalking you. Friends were stalking you. Yeah, because somebody lied to them about you. This is a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. They had no authority to speak on your behalf or take action on your behalf with your credit, your ID, or your money, or whatever property. This is somebody that's self-serving, okay? They're narcissistic, sociopathic, or psychopath. Take it for whatever that is. They're very abusive. They don't care about anyone. They're out for themselves and very dangerous. People are all up in arms because this person lied to them to come up after you. They're all worried now. They can't eat or sleep because they know whatever they sent your way, whatever they did is coming back to them. They're really all having intrusive thoughts now. They're under divine judgment. They know it. Decision's been rendered. Everybody's quite aware of what's been happening here. This is a wake-up call for people. You're innocent. Somebody assessed the situation. There's going to be some good news coming towards you. Okay? You took a different route. You're very inspirational and creative. You found a creative way to get around certain things, or you will. It's good news, whatever this is. You're going to have fun. It's exciting. It's going to be fun for you. Yeah, you're working hard. You're successful. Congratulations. You've mastered your emotions and your craft and whatever you do. You have a lot of discipline. You put a lot of work in. You're diligent. You're wise. You're very balanced. Somebody's overlooking some paperwork here. Moving some money around. Maybe that could be you. Good news. Good news. You're getting some good news, okay? Yeah, victory, success, reward, recognition. You're going to have fun doing this. Maybe you're going to get, maybe you've accumulated a very good reputation. Okay? Somebody said something on the record. They're in trouble here. Yeah. All that glitters isn't gold. People are seeing the truth. Yeah? No illusions. They can't cover this up. They're running out of options. No option. No option. Somebody's bragging out there, showing off. Now they are running out of options. They can't cover this up. You healed your heart. This is a blessing in disguise. That's what I was picking up at the beginning here. Something beautiful is going to happen out of this heartache. It's going to turn it around. They were talking mad shit. Now they're sorry. Yeah, you're moving forward. This is victory. Universally driven. Authorities are involved. This was a warlock, corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. You're moving forward with something. The authorities are coming in, arresting them. Somebody had no authority, okay? Or they abused their authority. Somebody with power. They don't have power anymore. They're very distorted, male or female. In their ego, they had a reputation, they had an image to uphold, and they bent to public pressure. They wanted control over you. Ain't gonna happen. Very corrupt, involved in corruption. Could be involved in TRAFFICKING as well. Some of these people they were working with, I don't know. They're all on the run, maybe. Somebody wants to come meet you, approach you. No, they said to put it back in. So a decision's been made. They're watching you from afar. You're still moving forward. You're not waiting for nobody. You made your choice. They made their choices too. You got to live with it, okay? Got to live with it. Yeah, they're opportunists here. These are your blessings. You have spiritual gifts coming out of the way as you. Congratulations. Porcupine. Somebody's a prick. There's the hornets. Somebody kicked a hornet's nest and they can't run. They're too fat and lazy. They're going to pay you this money. They are angry. What I tell you, they are angry. It could be a couple at the helm. They're angry. Queen of Wands reversed. That's pissed right off right there. This is a fucking hater. This is someone that's got major problems. they destroy, they don't create. You're a master of what you do. People are watching you work. They're going to have to cooperate with you. You're getting some help. There's a contract or collaboration or a third party. Okay, somebody's a hoe bag maybe. This could be somebody that put you in a third party situation. These are opportunists. I don't know. Definitely doing magic against you. And they're fucking full of hate. These people could have face tattoos or something red on their face. Maybe they got into an accident or something. Maybe they got maced in the face. And just for somebody. They were beaking off to a cop and got maced. Wow. They were trying to build off of your credit, your name, your energy, or your creations. You're a masterful person here. You're very talented. You're trying to make money off your talents. Now they want your help. Now they want to cooperate. Oh boy, this is a sellout. They'll sell themselves for anything. You know, even if they're not promiscuous. It did say promiscuous, didn't it? I can't remember if it did or not. They claimed you were. They were paid to say this about you. They were paid to do magic for sure. Corruption to butter people up for extra help here. I don't think so. I could have said you were sleeping around. I don't know. They're getting arrested. It's illumination. Letting go and letting God. Time is up. They were bleeding money. They're attached. They're hooked up with different organizations. It could be vice. It could be organized crime. They're really stuck here. They can't hold you back. This was all for nothing. This was a big waste of time. There's no more delays. You overcame. You surrendered this to God. You're not dealing with it. You don't need to. They're doing glamour spells and mirror magic against you. You made your decision. Just like I said, they made their decision. There could be a lockbox or some sort of postal box. What do you call it? Postal box? I can't remember. I can't even think right now. Anyways, in the bank and or at the post office, they could have rerouted your mail and or they took some of your money, and there's something to do with a bank deposit box. They stole your key, or you're going to be the key holder to this business. They're scared. This is a scandal. They're sick or injured. They intercepted your money. They didn't want to pay you your money. They're in heavy-duty debt. They can't come correct. This is not the rite of passage. They're lazy, not dependable, unreliable, very irresponsible and immature. Sleazy. Sleazy and lazy. They don't want to take accountability. They're not committed to anything or anybody but themselves. This is... yeah, not their blessing. They don't want to pay you up. They wanted a life of luxury off their back. Up your back, I should say. They wanted you to look unstable. They're unfaithful. Can't be trusted. Greedy and selfish, codependent, clingy, very unstable and insecure. This is a money crime that they committed here. They're hurting for money, or they wanted to make you look like you're bad with money or something. This is a warlock or somebody, a poser or player, like I said. They bit off more than they could chew. It could be somebody that had authority at one point, but they abused it. They lost it. Maybe they're tapping into your energy, and they had that streak of good luck, but now the luck is gone. The seven's in reverse. They're shooting craps, snake eyes. I'm not a gambler. I don't know if that. I think that both of those are bad, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody bit off more than they could chew. They're angry here. This is a poser, a player. It's a follower, not a leader. They didn't do the right things. Okay, they were very underhanded, doing backroom deals, hiding things from you. This is a coward. They have no morals, ethics, or honor. There's a couple at the helm, or there's a lot of people involved. Okay, take it for whatever it is. They're very jealous, vindictive, vile, spiteful, hateful, and they're a liar, narcissistic, or worse. Very underhanded. They think they're evil geniuses, and they have the best plans in the world, but they fail to realize these institutions, the courts, the banks, brokerages, whatever you're dealing with, they've seen all kinds of manner of fraud. These people were born yesterday. You know what I'm saying? They can't reinvent the wheel. There's nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? They are pissed right off. Yep, they're going to have to balance this out. That you're still happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. You're still balanced. They're getting schooled here. The angels are protecting you. You remained balanced. Very, very patient. You're getting your flowers. People see that you're innocent. They want to reconcile with you. They're dreaming of this, and somebody else is mad. If only I can get into their energy and get them to just back me up, everything will go away. But you went ice cold on them. This could be you. You went ice cold. You had to. You had no choice, male or female. This could be children. This could be cousins. This could be siblings, parents, somebody in the past, or this is happening now. Somebody's getting schooled. You alchemize and transmute. You've been very patient, very fair with these people. They're going to have to learn to be fair with you. I'll give you your flowers. This is new beginnings here. Growth, expansion. This is new beginnings. They're going to have to balance it out with you. Somebody's taking action because somebody was paying themselves out of this. Paying others, or they owe. So you're going to be swooping in there, the hero that you are, and they think that, oh, they're going to save me? Oh, so nice. After everything I've done and said and wanted for them, oh gosh, I'm going to be free now. I'm going to be saved. No, you're going to be arrested. All this here? Yeah, it's mine now. Bye-bye. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to sell it, liquidate it, and you're still going to be in jail, and I'm going to be walking away with lots of money in my pockets. Thank you very much for my troubles. It's bringing growth to you, new beginnings, new ideas, creativity, and authority. Passionate new beginnings. Congratulations. Yeah, they're going towards lack and loss. That's what they get for leaving you on the outside, right? Maybe they wanted you going towards poverty. Now they're balling right now. Throw me a freaking bone, will you? No. Now they stole a home. They're going to have to sell their home. They're losing their business, their stability, their relationships. I don't know. If this is your family, they left you out in the lurch, left you out to die. Give me a break. Non-committal, the party's over. Yeah, but did you die? No, you didn't. They kept doing something over and over again. They don't want to stop. They don't want to change. They love what they do. They don't want to be redeemed. They don't believe in redemption. They don't believe in karma, but it's up their ass right now. They better damn well believe in it. This is a permanent, profound ending. And now they're crying. They're crying now. Very disappointed, grieving and regretting. But don't I still have you? I still have you, don't I? You'll come to my rescue right now. I don't fucking think so. They're grieving it. I could have been a contender if I had done it differently. If I had done it more slyly. Or maybe if I was a nicer person. Now they're grieving. Oh yeah. Very disappointing. It's a disappointing outcome. Big loss. All that work for nothing. All that magic, all those lies. Yeah, it was a ruin. Bye-bye. They're not happy that you avoided everything they threw your way. Oh, well. It's right with them, with everybody. They were trying to ruin you. Instead, they ruined themselves. It was greed, that's why. Gold digger, cloud chaser, male or female. Very greedy and selfish, materialistic, jealous of you, bad with money, money motivated, blah, blah, blah. We know it. Image to uphold. It's all a gimmick. It's all a gimmick. Nothing, no seriousness here whatsoever. The end game is, what can I get out of this? What can I squeeze out of these people, out of this game we're playing, right? Out of this kind, nurturing person here. This is you, male or female. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, sweet. And this person was very jealous of you. You used your intuition to get through. They can't bind you. They can't restrict you. You don't care anymore. You took all that away. You removed all obstacles. They can't attach anything to you. False narrative and or energy. You are free. They didn't care about you. Yeah, well, you can't afford to care about them, right? Leaving them in the lurch. They underestimated you. This is the investment. They released an investment. They're going to have to release it to you. Get ready to harvest. Okay, they underestimated you. You're looking back, how much is this going to cost me? Until harvest day. Until I liquidate. You know, they're having a shit fit now. They were doing magic. There's proof and evidence of that. They're not sorry. There's proof and evidence of that. They're immature, insincere, and childish. There's proof and evidence of that. They wanted you rejected and abandoned, left for dead. There's proof and evidence. They're on the run. They were traveling, or they lost a child maybe. They're trying to outrun their karma. I don't think so. Your spirit plucked you out of rough waters and brought you to calm waters. You're going to a happier place. Right now, you're in a position of transition. You're leaving this past karmic cycle behind you, and it was a big one. I suspect it was a big one, a long one, and you're going into your destined path. Congratulations. And it's not you. You're being led there. See? By spirit. I always look at this one that's manning the boats as spirit. They're taking you where you need to go, and you're trusting them. And that's the beauty of it. You're very smart. You're very knowledgeable and wise. And you're going with the flow. You're not resisting anything because you know. Divine feminine energy. You're a creator. Through your pain, you create new life, whether it's children or artistry, philanthropy, humanitarianism. Unconditional love. This is beautiful. You're here for a purpose. You're getting ready to birth something new. It's going to take you places, maybe travel. You're flying solo though. You might have children or a child with you, but you're flying solo. Usually, I look at the swans as divines, right? And usually they're monogamous, but maybe your partner's on the other side, or your partner's not coming with you. But you're the goose that lays the golden eggs here, and somebody's a cheater here. Cheetah, pumpkin-eater. Yeah, they're not happy. There's lack of truth or clarity here. Somebody's sick. This is not their wish fulfillment. They're doing stuff in the dark. Yeah, they're not to be trusted here. They're not happy that you are in Empress energy. Male or female, you are creating something beautiful. They showed you no love, no mercy, no compassion. They were draining the coffers. They didn't want you to be loved. They have no self-love. They didn't want you to be happy. They didn't want you having new beginnings. These are soulless people, I think. They're in the dark, for sure. They kneel down to old Stinky, possibly, right? They're paranoid here. They're very defensive. They're trying to block your destiny, or they block their own, or this is change. This is divine timing coming in. This is the planet of expansion. This is Jupiter. It's coming in now. You're at the top of this fucking wheel. These people were jockeying for position. They were trying to get on top of your wheel. Hijack it. At least 4 people. No way. This is change. And this is, look at this, where it is. Capricorn, Aquarius. And that's right where we are. We're going into Aquarius soon. That's Scorpio. That's Libra. That's Scorpio. That's Sagittarius and Capricorn. It's the other way around. So it goes counterclockwise. You get ready to expand in whatever area Jupiter is in your chart. Okay. These are gold diggers and cloud chasers. They're blocked. You overcame, persevered. You put up boundaries. They're paranoid. They're trying to block your destiny. These are fools. You're innocent. You took a leap of faith. You're not afraid to. Time is up. They're trying to buy more time. You see this hourglass? starting from scratch. So they might have gotten some extensions in the past. No more. You could be into divination. You're definitely watching me, or you could be a tarot reader, or somebody else is a tarot reader. You're very loyal. They've been warned. They've been warned. Pop goes the weasel. Yeah, this is a karmic. They chose a karmic life, a karmic over a divine being, and over a divine life. False contract, all stacked against you. Their way of the highway. They didn't use their higher wisdom and discernment. Now they're getting the consequences to it. Huh? It's all about learning lessons. They're broke. They can't play games anymore. They have no peace, harmony, or contentment. There's no fixing this, okay? Because it's not coming from an altruistic place. Somebody tried to usurp, right? Trying to juggle while being on a fucking bicycle. Look, mono hands. A unicycle, I meant to say, but there's a wheel back there. Oh, they can't balance the scales. They can't balance the books. They're in debt. They're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. They can't afford to anymore. This is not a profit. It's a loss. So they're going to be losing this. They're in breach of contract. And here you come swooping in with the solution. And you're going to be walking away happier than you could ever imagine. Should it be? Should it be that way? Okay? Where are we going with this? This is 8. Yeah. Something's going to take off quickly. Fast communication, fast action. You have to take quick action. So this person's in debt. This contract. They're in breach of contract. They didn't learn their lessons. They didn't want to. So you're going to have to go in. If you're going to do this, what I described earlier, it's for somebody out there. It's not for everybody. You're going to have to take action quickly. You're going to have to think quickly. Okay? Somebody's getting demoted. Somebody's putting on an act. It's a fall from grace. There you go. They were putting on an act. They were smug, full of themselves, selfish, no one to show off. This is no personal achievement or success for whomever this is. They didn't want you having wish fulfillment, but they're falling for it. They're falling right on their face. Yeah. They didn't think much of you. Now look at you. You're stable and secure. Your third eye is lit. Someone was trying to impersonate you, act as if they are you. You know the truth. This is a breakthrough for you. Truth and clarity. You took a different approach, or you will be taking a different approach because you have a higher perspective on the whole situation. Okay, you've got spirit backing you up. These people were preying on you like birds of prey, but you fly solo. But there's somebody else coming in here to help you do this. This is a breakthrough. Somebody's getting cut out of something. This is communication coming through. You are manifesting, co-creating with the divine. This is conscious awareness. You know what you need to do. You have all the tools that you need to pull this off. And it's going to be successful. The magician's in the upright. It might be kind of a not common business practice, but it's not illegal. It's not underhanded either. It's okay, somebody tried to fuck you over. If you don't do this, you're going to lose a lot of money potentially, or go through. Oh, that's what it is. You're going to have to go through something that you don't want to do, like clear out your credit. Wait for your credit to be cleared out. Wait for the police to investigate. Wait for the banks are going to freeze all your. You know what I mean? You don't want to go through that. So this is your other way out. This is another option. Okay, I'm not saying you're going to do it, but this is conscious awareness. You have everything you need to do this, and it'll be successful should you try or decide to. Now listen, I'm not a financial advisor. Talk to somebody that can advise you. Talk to a lawyer before you do anything, sign anything, swoop in and take over. Okay? Make sure you're doing the right things. I'm not a professional of any kind. I'm just reading the cards and the energy. Yeah. This is something new, a novel approach. Okay, all you need to do is pay what is owed, and it's yours. Gathering some information, taking a practical approach. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, you have to put some work in. You have to, pull up those sleeves and do what you need to do. You're learning. Yeah, you're learning. Somebody's in debt. Somebody betrayed you. Somebody defrauded you. This was theft. You don't want to lose any more, so you're going to have to do something. This was unfair and unbalanced, but you're going to take care of it. Yeah, somebody's a scam artist. You're doing spell work here. They never showed you any friendship, love, and or support. The truth is out. The moon. You know what you need to do. Yeah. They won't see this coming. Wow. They can't move forward. Okay. All their plans are falling apart. They're not prepared for this. You know what you're doing. You see clearly what you need to do. You're taking some sort of action. You're not going to be their victim. Uh-uh. You're not in denial. Uh-uh. Nobody can fault you for what you're about to do. You see beyond the veil. You see how this is going to work out. You're not in denial. There's no more stalemates. You got to act. Okay? You made your decision. It's not a hard choice. I think if it does present itself, it's not for everybody, like I said. If this scenario at the end of, otherwise you go to court and they're getting arrested. This is arrest, and you'll get your money back eventually, right? But if this opportunity presents itself, go to a lawyer, go to a money manager, talk to them, get the right intel, advice, and act on it. You won't have much time to act on it. I don't think you're going to think twice about it, though. I think it's going to feel right to you. I've a few times, well, more than a few times, the more that I've healed, the more that I've tuned into my intuition, a lot of times I've done something not nervous, questioning. When you find yourself you're nervous, am I doing the right thing? You're feeling very anxious, don't act. When it's the right thing to do, you're quite calm. You're quite calm. You know it's the right thing to do. You feel it in every fiber of your being. You know what you're doing is correct. You just go and do it. And then you wait. You wait. It's going to turn out beautiful. So laws involved: lawyer, judge, police, collection, unique antique and sample. Somebody was trying to collect some sort of money for their business, or you're going to swoop in and collect what's there. Take it for however it is for you. Okay, it's not for everybody. So we have exposing lies. The truth will eventually be exposed. Hidden truths. Oh boy, they're hiding a lot. Trying to hide you. Facts haven't been fully revealed. People are fighting right now. What are we going to do? Blah, blah, blah. Trust issues, one-sided detached. Somebody's going to be found guilty. They're feeling guilty, or they want somebody to take on their guilt, take it for whatever it is. They're trying to make you feel guilty. Help me, or this is somebody else. I don't think they're coming to you. I think these are the people you're dealing with. They might come to you. I don't know. They know they're going to be found guilty. This is all business here, okay? Somebody's going to have to settle. They're going to have to settle. Or they want to settle with you now. Take it for whatever that is. Again, we can go through. I can reread what's there, but we already know. It might be a labor of love, you know, reorganizing, reselling the business, maybe liquidating or shutting down the business. I don't know what you plan to do. Maybe you're going to like doing whatever this is. And heck, maybe it's a lawyer's firm. Maybe you can be at the top of the firm. You're not a lawyer, but you have lawyers working for you. You know what I'm saying? You're just there to oversee. Maybe you're going to go to school and learn a bit about law, how it works. It could be any kind of firm, okay? Money manager, realtor, it could be anything. Where are we going with this? 27, yeah, after I'm found out. Boy, they were hiding and cloaking so much. This is a couple at the helm. Yeah, they're scared now. They lost control. This is an 8. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. Yep, they broke the law. This is corruption, false contracts. They have to go to court. They're going to be found guilty. That's for sure. Yeah, they're being investigated. You're going to be the sole owner at the end of the day. Maybe you already have a business, so it's just going to be another stream of income for you, possibly. Or you're going to liquidate it and walk away happy. Pockets full, no more worries, right? This put to bed, right? And this person's going to jail. So the faceless company, or maybe not. Maybe they're just going to have to live the rest of their lives on a street corner. I don't know. That's the other thing. What if you do take over this company? Do they still go to jail? I don't know. That's why you have to talk to a lawyer, professionals. Insecurity, acceptance, confidence. The important thing now is you accept yourself for who you are. There's no need to hide behind a mask of uncertainty and insecurity. So put that behind you, okay? On the surface, you may well appear to be happy-go-lucky, but you doubt your own abilities. Stop that. Those who choose to share your life with, whether it's friends or lovers, they love you for who you are. It's only you who feels that you have to adopt a different personality to fit in and be accepted. That could have been you in the past. I don't think it's you now. This could be who you're dealing with, or this person is, okay? Have confidence in yourself to be who you want to be. And if some people don't like it, too fucking bad. Then there's no room in your life for them. Within you, there's a gentle soul wanting to be loved and accepted. Be who you were born to be. You have nothing to hide. If you're not in a relationship at this time, there's an admirer waiting in the wings. We got that last read. Let your light shine and they will find you. This is somebody that's going to help you bring this to fruition. I was picking up as well. Okay. Maybe your whole life, you always came to other people's rescue, labor of love, blah, blah, blah. You always put yourself out. You were too afraid to speak up for yourself because you didn't want to seem greedy or selfish or mean. This is your time to be greedy, selfish, and mean. And I don't mean in a negative way, in the correct way. No is no. Okay? You're number one. Without you, you don't exist. Without you, you have no life. Do you understand what I'm saying? You come first. 26. No matter who this is. Okay? The philosopher's soul. So you could be a philosopher down deep inside. Determination, instincts, and change. You are a free spirit, so act like it. And when your wings are clipped, you feel frustrated and anxious. You're about to break free from a familiar pattern in your life, and more importantly, you will find out very soon who you are meant to be and what your purpose is. You have felt for a while that change was coming, and with a quiet, hungry aggression, you will secure the goal that you seek. Congratulations. You're destined for great things, and there is a sense of determination about you. Nothing will stop you reaching your goal, or no one, not even Stinky himself. Go sit down, Lucy. Okay. As you embrace new opportunities, you must go in with your eyes wide open, as things may not be as clear cut as first seen. Trust your instincts, and you will not be wrong. That said, the future looks rosy, so nip any negative thoughts in the bud and begin to plan for your new opportunities. It's going to be right there in your face. It's going to fall in your lap. It's going to be so easy because it's meant for you. Okay? But get advice. Knowledge is key, is power. Midnight Rose. Your name could be Rose. This came out last week too. Or your last name, or you're going to come out smelling like a rose. You could be a mother. Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. I don't know. Confidence, listen, guidance. There's an air of confidence exuberating from your aura. Pardon me. At long last, something has shifted, and for the first time in a long time, you're feeling confident and ready for action. Your spiritual guardians are very much around you, and your psychic senses are high. This is an excellent time to consult your oracles for guidance. The messages will be clear, and will help you make forward planning easier. So rely on good advice, knowledgeable advice from authorities in the 3D, but also rely on your angels and your spirit guides, okay? They are guiding you. Working with divining tools such as tarot or oracle cards may be high on your list right now. You're definitely watching it, so you may want to go that route too. You're a natural teacher and may be looking to share your gifts with like-minded people. This is a positive time for you to chase your dreams. You have the energy and desire to see things through to the end. Don't forget to connect with higher energies for guidance. They are waiting in the wings for your requests. Listen, a lot of the times the angels cannot step in without your permission, without you asking them to step in. Sometimes it's a lesson. I knew that was one of my lessons. I had to learn to ask because I hate asking for help. I just took it for granted that the angels would know when I would need help. No, they know, but they're waiting for you to ask. Sometimes you got to humble yourself. And sometimes when you ask for help, you don't get that help. And you have to be okay with that too. Because obviously, sometimes it's not meant for you. Or it's the wrong time or something like that. And you can't get angry at God like that person was saying, God never helps me. Well, maybe you're in the wrong place. Maybe you have the wrong attitude. Maybe you're doing the wrong things, karmic. See, God can't reach you if you're in karmic mode, okay? If you're surrounded by negativity, there's no way that you're going to hear him. Do you understand? You got to do better. You got to heal. Nothing negative near him, okay? If I'm around too many people all at once for a long period of time, it's very faint. I have to decompress. That's why I love my alone time. Because I have a direct connection with him. And I don't want to give that up for anything or anybody. Anybody comes into my life now, they better be my pure match. Because I'm not giving that up for anybody. Okay? They better be communicating with God as well. If you know what I'm saying. So this is Six of Pentacles. Balance is being restored here. Okay? This is faded. 10. Aladia, the favorable God, divine grace, cures rage and pestilence and absolves the guilty. Somebody wants to be absolved? I don't know. Take it for whatever it is. This is a partnership. I just heard dissolved, not absolved. So you're dissolving a company. You're liquidating the assets. Okay, yeah, they're being dissolved. Something's being dissolved. 19, truth and clarity, exposure, illumination. You're going to be so happy at the end of the day. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I can see somebody skipping and kicking their heels together as they're walking down the street. 19, it's beautiful. That's to a 10 as well, right? So the swiftly hearkening God, fruition, 10, completions, provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God. Again, two of Pentacles. Head over heart decision, weighing options, staying in balance, staying in alignment. Poyal, bring back balance. This is justice. 56 is 11 in tarot. Justice. Balance. God who supports the universe. The horn of plenty is here. Fortune and fame fulfills any requests. So you might be on the news for this one. Page of Pentacles, learning lessons here. Good financial news, good financial advice, taking a very practical approach. Learning, putting that work in, investing in yourself. There's something to do with a payment that they can't make, but you possibly can. You could be doing divination as well. You're getting a name for doing divination. Congratulations. Truth and clarity. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Exposure, illumination, the truth, healing. Michiel, 64 is another 10. Another completion. The vivifying God. Restoration of life, protection from adversaries, rabies, and whelpies. And here's Archangel Michael. I'm telling you, he is protecting you. Chariot, moving forward. This is universally driven. You're going to be extremely happy. This is victory, success. I can't make this up. Victory, success, reward, recognition, extreme happiness. Happily ever after. So Archangel Michael, who is like God, perseverance, success in conflict, overcoming adversity. This is the Chariot, universally driven victory. Moving forward now. There's movement in your situation here. I can see the forest through the trees. This is victory, success, reward, recognition. You might be on the news. You're getting some sort of attention. Happily ever after. This family wanted attention. I don't know. Cult, coven, secret society, community. See, Leah, 45. There's an investigation. You did this on your own, but you didn't. It proves that God does exist. He is helping you. You're working with him, and he's working with you. The angels are too. So you're giving something. God is killing many birds with one stone. I hate that saying when it comes to God, but it's true. What this is going to be so unbelievably a miracle of sorts that they know that you couldn't have done it by yourself. But you had confidence all this time, and you sat back. You didn't worry. You didn't stress, right? You just got on with life until God brings this to you, right? So God who stirs all men, motivation, lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. 10 of Cups, 71 is an 8. You have a lot of strength and courage here. God, master of the universe, you have a lot of might behind you, backing you up. Divine warrior, confounds the wicked and brings victory and peace. New beginnings. Congratulations. You're innocent. Somebody wants to apologize. Somebody's got a crush on you. A divine masculine has a crush on you. Or you are a divine masculine and a divine feminine has a crush on you. Take it for whatever that is. This is a new beginning. Somebody has a crush on you. Take it easy. Take it slowly. Okay? Get to know people. And not just their words. Watch their actions. Again, I'm preaching to the choir, I think. The angels are kissing you. They're taking care of you right now. Yeah, love life isn't concerned. Ships. Ooh, you might be traveling. Ships are coming in. No more 2 ships passing in the night. You're actually going to meet. You fought your wars and you fought your battles. You'll be a writer or a scribe. You're going to be writing a book about this. About health, how to come back to true health, spiritual health maybe. You could be a healthcare worker or something. Take it for whatever that is. Kundalini activation. You're a high priest or high priestess. I knew it. Or this other person coming in, it could be as well, okay? Because they tend to mirror you if it's a higher level soulmate or twin. Something to do with finances. So these are other readers or other people in this try to steal your money or something. Yeah, transportation. It's a hate train for sure. You're moving forward. Everything's on track, okay? To move forward. You definitely started. You're on, yeah. Somebody's railroading, trying to railroad you. I don't think so. A hate train. Fuck off. Unrequited love. This is a spouse, your spouse, ex-spouse, somebody else's spouse. I don't know. They're going to jail. It is what it is. Going to jail. Imprisonment or slavery. I'm going to leave that there. I hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.